guess you can get away with swearing.
Yes.
Like, you get the trot in my gala, but you get time on the first bit. Maybe it's like we're going off and go.
I don't know. I honestly can't see a mistake. That's me, honestly. Yeah, we were saying earlier we should do a half-time chat. We've
I'd love to
improve.
I need to pay you.
the federation itself. What's that? The federation always cut these off in half blocks, like we no one's doing stuff. No point in December.
Yeah, my point is you should talk to them about working their feet in a half-time chat. You can even get a couple of someone over and say, let's go think about it. Take most of it.
I might push it those towards my boss to say, like, if I was to do it, would that be alright?
Yeah.
If no mistake. Who cuts it off anyway? Is it you or somebody else?
It would be your head office. And there's been issues in the past. Because there was like one person who had about 30 games. Plus other sports.
And they
They sit
So I reckon if they
they'll do it because they know you're finished.
So I'll get lots of you guys, because you guys are keeper, your daughter's keeper, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Job. Make sure you get the reps.
The reps, always get the reps. Yes, she is. She's a centre back.
What number?
5.
I'm sure I recognise her.
Yeah, you'll see her.
Starting.
That?
Starting as well.
Ava still plays?
Pardon?
Your daughter Ava?
Eva.
Eva.
Just played.
Did she just play? man. So they might get relegated though.
They might.
Yeah, they lost again today, so they're going to drop to second half.
Right, Cobber. How's that sounding? All right. Right. Oh, probably should have gone to the loo before this, but sod it. There's always space at half time. Yeah. Enough. When I did my yeah, I know. As pillar, I'm just trying to get my ideas out. It's good that all the swearing. It's about a good words worth just swearing. Just not trying to get ideas out. In context, yeah. It'll be a time because I think the only time I could have done it is if I was talking to someone. But and, you know, I could probably put some of my faces as well because it was on and how that evening and welcome to the Ven for a very enthralling match ahead of us in our match week 10 clash between Boroondara-Carey Eagles and FV Academy. Certainly, if you were enjoying the reserves trial, which was weren't able to do at home, but for all of us here. We've had rather mixed results at home so far this campaign. Otherwise, elsewhere prior this evening, also here at the Ven, in the local derby between Bulleen and Heidelberg, it was the visiting Heidelberg United who were 2-1 victors, and in the process reclaiming their top spot at the top of the table. Our visitors certainly have been having a bit of a tough season, it must be said, with some promising signs here and there, but nothing really quite sticking for Santi Escudero's side. With last week certainly been quite of a snapshot of their issues throughout this campaign. A 5-1 defeat at home against Essendon, with Annika Doverson providing the solitary consolation goal. Otherwise, for our hosts, very much a different story for them. It was a 2-1 victory last weekend down at Kingston Heath with goals from Candela Ferreira Bass and Sakai Nagai. And speaking of our two sides this evening, we'll get to the same lineups for you all at home, commencing with the visitors. Number 1, Charlotte Ray Horson. Number 2, Annabelle Yates. Number 4, Amelia Tartagalea. Number 5, Portia Tam. Number 6, Eva Guzmit. Number 7, Eva Kokotis. Number 10, Kaya Jugovic. Number 13, Annika Doverson. Number 14, Fiorina Ioria. Number 18, Jasmine Miller. And number 19, Clancy Westaway. Otherwise, for Boroondara, we have number 1, Mia Mossman. Number 2, Emily Collier. Number 4, Kanako Higuchi. Number 8, Ellen Turner. Number 9, Rachel Sturton. Number 10, Hayley Gertz. Number 11, Priya Savarian. Number 12, Candela Ferreira Bass. Number 15, Felicity Georgopoulos. Number 21, Sakai Nagai. And number 25, Drew Dempsey. And already we do have our first call of the evening. So we're going to the visitors after expert parrying away from the British Australian Mia Mossman. Corner ball swung in. Not quite beating the far post. It shall be goal kick for Boroondara. They came at Mia Mossman. Looking at her after just a brief knock. Otherwise, our referees this evening are led by Angelique Manion. Alongside it, we do have Greg Amesley, Harper Rackham, and on full official duty this evening, Nathan Elmsley. Promising opportunity there for emerging. Right, it was number 18, Justin Miller, in that promising attack forward. But we may have to correct numbers for you. Unfortunately, their away kits analysing here isn't always the best combinations for a quick head check. Goal kick for the visitors. Ray Wilson getting her first touch of the game. Notably, the only one of this FA Academy side who had senior experience coming into this academy setup from Preston Lions last season. Mossman. Firm clearance into Dempsey. Dempsey looks essentially for Gertz. Touch the throw, Bass. No handball given. Perhaps a bit fortunate there to go out of that situation. Chance here. Just wide of the far post. Well, that was a cracking ball from Boroondara's joint top scorer in Priya Savarian. Savarian is only beaten in that statistic upon goals to games, with her joint top goal scorer Candela Freya Bass in a slightly better tally of a goal every other game. Certainly is a promising fight between the two Boroondara forwards. Collier with the throw. Looks for Freya Bass. Freya Bass trying to claim the foul. Not given by our lead referee. The guy very much under pressure. No free given there in favour of the Japanese national, Sakai Nagai. There are two Japanese players in this Boroondara side. There have been Kaneko Higuchi. Yates. Front of the long option. Doesn't quite find Miller. Well, they shout the throw. Yates for the throw. Won't quite penetrate into the 18-yard box. It should be a corner for the visitors. Indeed it is, with the captain, Eva Guzmit, with the honour of the set piece. Guzmit only for the short option into Yates. Yates returning to her captain. Guzmit finally playing into the box. It's repelled by Gertz. All for the chase for. Guzmit in possession. We'll find Yates. Yates just about keeping it in. No, it just got whisked too much out of play for our referee. So ball turns over via the throw. Dempsey, the American, sent by Freya Bass. A little bit of physicality there. Yates. Wins the foul against the Argentine-Australian Freya Bass. Freya Bass, certainly one of the most experienced players in this Boroondara side, returning to the NPL this season after a prolonged absence from the division. Most recently spending her time at Casey Comets. She also managed to reach 100 NPLW appearances just a couple of games ago. Tonight making 103 for the Argentine-Australian. Certainly a couple of other appearance milestones for our visitors this evening. Most notably Annika Doverston, who jumps up to equal 7th, with this evening's game. Yes, apologies. There with the delay, but yes, equal 7th with Teresa Morrissey. With now 57 appearances for the academy side. As last weekend saw their captain Eva Guzman make her 50th appearance for the academy side. She is presently FV's 11th highest appearance holder. And so they come to the end of the season, will certainly break into the top 10. So very on. Westaway. Looking to play via Ioria. Ioria under a bit of pressure. The chance for Westaway. Trying to get the clean angle towards goal. Now with Yates. Yates looking to send Westaway. Just managed to get a touch, but not controlled. Goal kick Boroondara. For a Bass, following the ball into control. Gucci looks for Dempsey, won't fire on this occasion. Throw for a free. Tam. Targalia, just trying to spread the play there. Guzman. In for Tam. Long ball forward. This is the referee's flag. It's kept down. Free kick is given. And with that, it is a red for the Boroondara defender. Just confirming play. It does look like it was number 9. No, apologies, it is number 8, Ellen Turner, who was given early marching orders. Unfortunately, for the Boroondara defender, red is very much the only decision our lead referee, Angelique Marion, had there. Given she was the last offender, per the laws of the game, it is an automatic sending off. And so, Boroondara down to 10. Very much a huge advantage for our visitors early on in this fixture. Free kick sent in, saved by Mossman. Very much no need to think that one through for our assistant referee. Flag straight up there against Jasmine Miller. Certainly looking promising in the attack there. Just a smidge too early for her own needs. Miller. Westerway will be called offside. Mossman. Gertz. Higuchi. Long ball sent forward for Dempsey to chase. Kept in by Dempsey. Sent out off the boot of Yates. Throw for the Eagles. Fred Bass fighting for control in the midfield. Tries to turn to a captain. Unforced. Collected by Miller. Miller with the switch into Aria. Aria returning for a central option. This time via Doverston. Guzmit. Tries to send West away. West side way caught offside. Well time pick up there by Collier. Can't find the progressing ball for our hosts. Where Bass regained possession and held the advantage. Sturton is called offside there. As we're saying, just about 15 minutes here at the Ven. It is Boroondara-Carey Eagles 0, FA Academy 0. Our hosts down to 10. After an early red card. Ray Hawson. Tarsica layup. Tam. Plays for a captain, Guzmit. Turn tone over. Advantage played. Certainly not lasting. West away. Patient by Dempsey. Dempsey looking for support. Well fired Fryer Bass. Fryer Bass can spread the play, but it's unable to find her targets in Collier. Westway now looking to open up the Boroondara defence. Gertz finding the clearing ball there. And there are two former FV Academy players in this Boroondara side tonight. One of which is present on the field with the 15, Felicity Georgopoulos. Another yet to be seen, of course, being only one on the field as it stands. That being potential substitute in number 35, Madeline Reese. Well time pick up there for Collier. Collier tries to come to Sturton. Caught offside. Exceedingly slim margins. But expert call there from our referee. Guzmet. Intercepted by Dempsey. Dempsey will get the free kick there after some contact from behind. Boroondara captain Hallie Gertz with the honour. Palms off to the side to Collier. Collier tucking back in for a keeper in Mossman. Mossman looks long for the American, Drew Dempsey. Dempsey is onside. We'll have a chance here. Dempsey shoots! And a spurring touch from number 9, Rachel Sturton. There's our rest of the evening. Fantastic little team goal there for Boroondara. It is Boroondara-Carey Eagles 1, FV Academy 0. And so, play brought back on the way here. Spreader was, it is firmly our hosts in all of our referees' notes tonight, given both the earlier red card as well as the goal. Chance for equaliser, dealt with by Collier. Gertz, the clearing bowl. Tartakalia for Tam. Tam does have the shorter option in Yates. Let's keep it centrally. So with her captain, Guzmet. Long ball sent in. Looks like it is for Westaway. Apologies there, it was Jugovic played into. Regardless, a goal kick for our hosts. Controlled by Yates. Yates trying to set it on for Doverston. Ends up with Mossman. Held firm there by the Bedford-born keeper. Flicked forward by Dempsey. Can only find Yates. Now with Guzmet. Taps for Tam. Tam with the long option in Jugovic. Georgiopoulos, the one-time FE Academy player. Ray Hawson. Just taking short there for Tartagalileo. Dangerous possibilities snuffed out by the Japanese national in Kanako Higuchi. That's more with Higuchi. Gertz turns for the Japanese national. Gertz once more. Brings in Dempsey, the American. Advantage played for FE. West away. There was a tap in to Doverston. Yates. West away. Guzmit. Finally to maintain control. Iria tries to find the cross. Won't quite find Jugovic in the position she would have desired. But is Jugovic's ball. Tartagalileo. Promising build-up play here. Just snuffed out there. With the FB fullback very much going it alone. Quite an admirable solo effort. Indeed, showing the pace should be required for our visitors. Georgiopoulos. Intercept by Yates. Yates trying to suss out the right option. In the end, it goes via Tartagalileo. It's more Tartagalileo. Tam. Looks wide for Yates. Yates trying to send Iria. Intercepted by Collier. Free kick awarded in favour of the American. And for those of you who only just joined us a bit late on tonight, it is Boroondara 1, FE 0. After a goal from Rachel Sturton. Ray Orson with the goal kick. Tartagalileo. Dempsey with the interception. Tries to flick on for Sturton. Tapped clear by Tartagalileo. Just kept in the field of play. Chance here for the Academy to counter. Gertz very much on top of the play there. Showing her years of knowledge and expertise. By Gucci. Gertz. Throw, turnover, bang in front of the Boroondara technical area. And if it looks close on the camera, we can assure you a distance between the box and the field of play is a much tighter margin in person. Yates, find the long ball option, won't quite find Miller. Collier with the clearance. West away. Tucks it for Tam, trying to rebuild that security from the back line. Tartagalileo looking to play the wide option. Now with Jugovic. Juric looking for the cross. Gucci with a firm bumping clearance. Tartaglia looks for the switch, can only find the boot of Dempsey. The promise signs of a turnover. Very much brief, pressing with Yates. West away. Yates. Looks to play essentially via captain in Eva Gushwit. Tartaglia. Switches in for Yates. West away. Yates once more. West away. Miller. Tam. Spreads up the wing. Doverston. Crossing towards the box. Not going to treble the Boroondara keeper there. The throw just amplifying the moment of security for this Boroondara, the fence. While I do have the goal advantage, there's perhaps one or two early warning signs of a numerical advantage FE presently have starting to rear its head. Ray Horson. Tam. Yates. A Chelsea centre half in Portia Tam. Tartaglia. Collier. Just breaking up the forward advance there from Kokotis. Noticeably, Kokotis is the only current FA Academy player to have scored against Boroondara. That was achieved last season in match week 9. Gushwit. Tam. Tartaglia. Gushwit. Tailed by Dempsey. Touch for Tam. Tartaglia. The FA defence very much making sure their triangles are in order. When in doubt, it's always good to go back to those fundamentals, the things that were drilled into you at a young age. At any level of the game, they can certainly make or break your collective performance. Free kick for our hosts. Bang on the halfway line. Gucci, reviving the free kick, looks for Savarayan. Turnover via the throw. Ray Hawson. Managed to find Tam in a very dangerous moment. Well-timed escape there for our visitors. It would be rather unfortunate to concede again, given their performance so far in this half. Which we've now seen a bit over half an hour. Should be no complaints there. Miller very much a few feet offside. It will be one of the easier calls tonight for our assistant referee. Indeed, both of our assistant referees had quite a fair bit to do this evening. Unusually high offside count for both sides. Free kick sent forward. Brought under control by Dempsey. Just the battle bit to keep held of possession. Should find Savarian. Savarian, what the battle. Not quite having the space to support herself there. And so, throw for a fee. Guy under pressure will concede the free kick. Yates. Goodschmidt. Looks to send Iria. Iria. In not the most firm fashion. Does Meg just about the Boroondara keeper, who is not too pleased. That contact against her being called as late as it was. But ultimately, the keeper's prerogative is maintained. Like Gucci. Tucks in for Mossman. Mossman looks to return for the wing. Can't get the touch he requires there. Tartakalia tucks in for Tam. Tam returning to her fellows in a half. Tartakalia. Once more with Portia Tam. Tartakalia looking to spread out the wing for a Bass. Trying to fight to regain possession. Sturton there for support that Boroondara needed. Still with Sturton. Not enough space there for Savarian to elevate the progression. Goodschmidt. Goodschmidt just teasing the long ball. Is ultimately intercepted by Collier. Miller. Gets defending the counter. Goodschmidt. Tam. Tartakalia. Goodschmidt. Tam once more. Westaway. Yates. It's Tam. We can spread the play via Tartakalia. If they don't have the option they require, eventually can send Westaway, who might be offside there. Flag is kept down. Westaway cuts in. Thought shot kept out by Higuchi. And with that, one of our match balls is left for the maintenance crew to try and recover. Very decisive ball there from the Japanese national Kaneko Higuchi. Tatsuka Yates. Ioria. Taps for Yates. Yates under pressure. Needs support. Does find that via Tatsuka who can't maintain the push forward through Ioria with the brief turnover. Savarian. Savarian there, very much forced the cone a bit deeper than when she's used to playing, at least for this Boroondara side, since they've gone down to 10. Yates, west away. She's able to find Ioria. In part aided by the misplaced touch from Collier. Will be a goal kick for our hosts. And with about 5 minutes remaining in regulation time, it still remains Boroondara-Carey Eagles 1, FE Academy 0 here at the Ven. Gertz looks long for Sturton. Long ball is intercepted. Guzmich presently in control for the academy. Yates tucks back in for a captain. Collier, well-timed intercept, but perhaps not quite clear enough. Jugovic just teasing to restore the danger for the Eagles, who from the looks of things are already firmly feeling the effects of the numerical disadvantage due to the rather early sending off, but nonetheless legally required sending off. Dempsey just found the difference there. Tuscaloosa, Davison, who's dropped a bit further deeper than she usually does. Once more with Davison. Was trying to provide a special ankle there, just to help spread the play for FV. There's plenty of positional flexibility in this academy side. And with a full accompaniment, certainly provides more of a license to roam, more of a license to experiment with your positioning when required. And we shall have a brief interruption of play due to head contact. We shall be all right to continue. We will have a drop ball. Wonderfully proactive refereeing from our lead referee tonight, Angelique Manion. Goal kick awarded there. After firmly contested claims, Mossman with the goal kick. Trying to suss up the long option. As she winds up and sends it. We will find Freya Bass. Looks a surprise there after the resulting bouncing play. Ray Horson sends it back towards Mossman. Mossman with the clearance. Yates now with the throw. Trying to get Miller just to flourish her way through. He's a bit too physical for the desires of our lead referee. And so, free kick for the Eagles. And while we await official confirmation from our fourth official, we are set for a minimum of a minute of added time. Miller, the pressure. Aguchi with the turnover. Only brief. Savarian battling around Jugovic. Will get the throw. As we do have that additional mission, additional minute officially confirmed. Gucci with the throw. After all that, as all the time that our senior referee, Angelique Magnon, needs to see for our first half, last time scores is Boroondara-Carey Eagles 1, FV Academy 0. And so we'll be back in about 15 or so for all the second half action here from the Ven for our Match Week 10 clash in the NPLW. NPLW Match Week 10 clash between the Boroondara-Carey Eagles and FV Academy. If you missed that first half, the scoreline is presently 1-0 in favour of the Eagles, with a rather theatrical team goal, with the initial shot off the American Drew Dempsey being parried into the head of number 9 Rachel Sturton to get that goal lead after going down to 10 early on in the first half. As for those of you who also missed myself, I am William Bennett. Our refereeing department this evening is led by lead referee Angelique Manion. On assistant referee duties this evening is Greg Amesley, Harper Rackham, and on fourth official it is Nathan Elmsley. Mossman. Well near the collection there for the Boroondara keeper. Cottas. See it out. Throw will be for our hosts. No half-time substitutions for either side. There's none that has been declared. Our fourth official does have some paperwork, and so looks things it is our visitors who will be teeing up a substitution at some stage, not yet. By Gucci, collected by Ray Horson. West away. Attack looking promising. Snuffed out for the moment. Long ball sent forward into Doverston. Doverston needs a fight to have control against the Japanese national, who will have the advantage via the free kick. The senior referee just having a bit too much contact for their liking. And so Higuchi with the free kick as well. Looks for the long option. Edged on by a fellow Japanese national, Nagasaki. Higuchi with a throw. Picked up by Jugovic. Once again, Higuchi with the throw. Savarian tries to find Georgopoulos. Turnover. Guzmitz wins the free. Tasglia will be forced to retake the free kick. Placing to Tam. Tam for Guzmitz. Guzmitz continuing to spread it along. Now with Yates. Yates sends the long ball. Looks like it was Miller there at the target. Goal kick for our hosts. Tascalea. Gooshwood. Slides it in for Westaway. Savarian, the interception. Under pressure. Kokotos. Trying to force away past Kanako Higuchi. Cuts back in for Doverston. Once more with Doverston. Palms possession off for Tascalea. Jugovic. Finds Miller. Miller not too comfortable with the opportunity. Tascalea from range. Collected by Mossman. No doubts there from the Bedford-born keeper. Freya Bass. Higuchi. Tascalea. Just beyond the field of play there. Does get the throw regardless. Tascalea looks long. Does find the head of Doverston. Doverston unable to regress to a teammate. Play on given. Presley is with the number 19, Clancy Westaway. Acres of space in favour of Westaway there. Miller. Tucked in. Denied by Mossman. Who's had a resounding performance so far this evening. Kokotos. The guy calls for handball, waved on by a referee. Gucci to take the free kick for Boroondara. Jugovic in for Guzmit. Via the boot of Doverston. Now with Miller. Cutting towards goal. Well-timed touch there from Iguchi. Still in danger. Georgiopoulos still in the situation, nice and firmly. Sent back in by Kokotos. Can get the shot. Denied by Mossman. A tremendous save there from the Boroondara keeper. Corner ball swung in by the FV captain, Eva Guzmit. Shot from range from Tam. She's getting caught in the breeze there. Goal kick, Boroondara. The guy, Collier. Contact firmly against Westway. Plays Daviston. Long range clearance there from Mossman. Daviston under pressure for Freya Bass. Will find a target in Iria. Iria repelled by Mossman, who seemingly every challenge she faces this evening is able to bring it up just a level and a level higher. Absolutely spectacular performance from the Boroondara keeper. Kikosas showing very delectable bit of flair there. West away. Iria. Guzmit. Looks to go from range. Held by Mossman, who's eventually able to collect a bit more comfortably. Kostas. Jugovic. Taskalia. Guzmit. Guzmit looking for the long option. Not too pleased. Build up on her side. Palms off for Yates. Taskalia. Long ball set for Kokotas. Clear by Gucci. If Kokotas is the only FA Academy player, this current FA Academy player, to have scored against Boroondara, occurring last season in match week 9. The FA yet she managed to win against Boroondara. In the 8 historical clashes, there's been 2 draws between them. Otherwise, all 3 points have gone Boroondara's way on 6 occasions, both within the NPL era and prior to the institution of NPL in the previous Premier League top flight era. Daviston. Ball cleared by Collier, out for a corner. And with roughly a half hour left to play here at the Venezuela Club, it does remain Boroondara-Carey equals 1, FV Academy 0. Certainly not without firm efforts from this Academy side. Corner ball swung in by Guzmit. Still in danger. Just about dealt with, but far from convincing. Panic very much having set upon this Boroondara side, all part of their keeper. Free kick for the Eagles. Corner for the academy. Corner ball played short in for Kokotas. Kokotas crossing it in. And with that miss hit, it shall be goal kick for Boroondara. As our visitors make their first substitution of the evening, coming off the pitch, number 4, Amelia Tartakalia. She's replaced by number 8, Chelsea Biggs, as 4 Tartakalia off, 8 Biggs on for the academy. Got us with the throw for FV. Goldschmidt. Yates. Long ball sent towards Miller. Headed clear by Higuchi. Free kick for Boroondara. Gertz sending it long. Just about finds Dempsey. Dempsey does need some support. All she can find is turquoise shirts around her. As the turnover is eventually forced. Westaway. Goldschmidt. Kokotas. Substitution for the hosts. Come off the pitch is number 21, Sako Nagai. She's replaced by number 35, Madeline Reese. That is 21 Nagai off, 35 Reese on. And so with that, we now see both Boroondara players, at least in their squad this evening, of former FV Academy calibre. That being the substitute Reese, as well as the number 15 for Steve Georgopoulos. Goldschmidt. Kokotas, apologies. Biggs. For Tam. Tam looking for the long ball. Does find Ioria. Ioria trying to beat Collier there. Corner is awarded. And so corner it shall be. as always, it's the duty of their captain, Eva Guzmit, to take the set piece. And it's collected by Mossman. Boroondara keeper continuing to excel this evening. Chance to break here for Boroondara. Savarian fighting to hold the ball. But Ark is just not on her side. Westaway. Guzmit. Look at the back and forth between Guzmit and Westaway. Eventually broken up. Fire pass to Tam. Yates. Guzmit. Yates. Doverston. Looks for the switch. Dempsey and Gucci. Can't quite find Reeves there. Boroondara shove the throat. Referee. Let's just run out that throw. Bit too much aggression from the Boroondara defender, Gucci. So that far throw is taken instead by a captain in Hayley Gertz. That's just to help ease any feelings the referee may have. Chance to break in for Savarian. Dealt with by, looks to be Yates there. Well-timed clearance. Dempsey. There's support. Westaway. Trying to sprint the play. Intercepted by Collier. Collier battling for control, just went outside the throw. Free kick for the academy. Guzmit tries to send Iria, can only find the boot of Mossman. Eventually palms the ball. Head forward by Savarian. Collected by Tam. So to make use of Yates as the Academy look to spread the play up to the far side wing. Yates. Now with Biggs. With Megs for Abbas. Jugovic. With the switch. Jugovic again. Shot from range. Comfortably collected by Mossman. Savarian looking promising here. Can she beat Tam? She can, but no support in the box for her. Well, it's been a very tough half for our hosts. Certainly, still signs of fight, still signs of desire in this Boroondara side, who have times looked defeated despite leading this fixture. Collectively, they are very much missing number 8, Ellen Turner, who was sent off after incident between herself and one of the Boroondara and one of the FV forwards. Turner being the last offender, unfortunately had to go per the laws of the game. Gertz to take the goal kick for Boroondara. Biggs. Tam. Yates. Long ball sent forward towards Jugovic. Jugovic is able to collect it. Tucks in for Iria. Iria sends in the cross. Can't quite find Westaway. With Georgiopoulos now. Savarian. Dempsey. Both Dempsey and Savarian trying to fight to regain possession. Biggs held in the back for the time being. It's pulled there from Doverston. Mossman. Just teasing her opponent there. As we see the visitors look to make a double substitution just on the horizon. Firm clearance there into the crowd. A little bit of mental, spatial workings out required with the initial substitute given upside down. Coming onto the pitch, we can confirm, however, is number 12, Alice Franco, and number 47, Lara Aitken. With number 7, Eve Kokotas coming off for a thing. Gucci just marshalling the ball there for Mossman. Tam. Gujwit. Tries to send the long ball in. As it's just marshalled towards the gloves of Mossman. Promising moments here for Boroondara. No foul, says our senior referee. The throw turned over. Dempsey. Georgopoulos. Just clearing the area. Biggs. Franco. Jugovic. We will get the free kick. Guzmit. Long ball sent in. Cleared by Gucci. Somehow that ends up being a Boroondara goal kick after the ball going far higher than it initially appeared. Certainly one this Boroondara backline wouldn't complain too much about. As we're almost into the final 10 minutes of regulation time here at the Ven. It somehow remains Boroondara 1, FA Academy 0. Gertz. Handles. Just running out of space there. Gujwit. Tries to send her wing. Not quite panning out this occasion. Back with Gujwit. Tam. Sends it long. Cleared by Gucci. This is Georgopoulos. Georgopoulos can't find Savarian. Yates. Gujwit. Cleared by Ferreira Bass. Long ball sending towards the Boroondara 18-yard area. Play held by the Boroondara keeper Mia Mossen. She tries to regain some composure for her side. Yates intercepts. Collier trying to push forward for Boroondara. Down against Savarian. Savarian having a shot from range. Firmly held back. Collier. Probes for Rhea Bass. Rhea Bass, can she get her cross in? She shall. Franco. Very, very unfortunate moment in which could have been quite unfortunate for Franco. Thankfully for the academy substitute, her keeper in Charlotte Ray Orson was bang behind her, able to collect that ball and prevent things going from unlucky to partially tragic. Franco. Can't quite find Aitken there. Jugovic. Spreads for Biggs. Biggs trying to find the probing pass. We'll have to regroup now with Tam. Looks to spread the play along the far wing. This way, Parliament for Yates. Once more, now with Tam. Guzwitz tries to flick it on for Franco. Does find Franco. Can she probe her way forward? Not quite. Iguchi's able to marshal her. And with that, it will be a Boroondara throw, as well as a substitution for them. Coming off the pitch will be number 11, Priya Savarian. Coming onto the pitch is number 6, Zoe Bennett. That is 11 Savarian off, 6 Bennett on for the Eagles. Franco, under pressure from Dempsey. Dempsey eventually the victor. Sends it long. Only person there to make it is Ray Horson, who hasn't had a great deal to do in this half, but has nonetheless been as sharp as a knife. Tam. Biggs. Tam. Jugovic. The wind just affecting the play there a bit. This is just prepping to make a double change, which likely won't be far away. Franco. Biggs. Taps it away just in time to avoid the flick from Dempsey. Handless. Well needed clearing ball there. And with that, the Academy do make that change. Coming off the pitch is number 9, Clear Angel. Apologies, coming onto the pitch is number 9, Clear Angel, and number 20, Kiera Saris. Coming off the pitch is number 5, Portia Tam, and number 14, Fiorina Irea. To recap, that double change is 5, Tam, 14, Irea off, 9 Angel, 20 Saris on for the Academy. Gooshman with the throw for FV. FV quite unfortunate so far not to be able to find an equaliser. My coach should be finding a few of the reasons why that's yet to occur with consistent clearances. Angel. Aitken. Called offside.
Thank you.
Certainly a moment of respite for Boroondara. Long ball from Gertz. It will be under the boot of Dempsey. With the American dealt with by the substitute in Kira Saris. Throw for Boroondara. Long ball sent in by Reese. Break into the 18-yard area. Marshalled and cleared by Gushmitz. West away for Franco. Franco beating a marker. Sent it long. Only for it to be cleared just about like Gertz. Scissors from Handless. The wind bring the ball back into the field of play. Indeed, the weather here starting to become a bit of a factor on the game. Well, it's been, for the most part, broadly absent across most of this fixture. Aitken. Intercepted there by Rees. Angel. Bring it back into Biggs. Biggs for Saris. Now Gushmitz. Gushmitz just trying to twist and turn away past Georgopoulos. Can't beat Boroondara midfielder in that particular fashion. Shot from range. Well wide of the target. Which eventually will be a goal kick for Boroondara. And speaking of Boroondara, looks like they've got a late substitution up their sleeves. And so, be curious to see whom will deal the last few minutes to play here at the Ven. West away. Trying to battle past both Collier and Handless. It's eventually able to tuck in, but only just for Guzmitz, who has the briefest of touches. Long ball sent towards the box. Guzmitz unable to get a touch onto that. It's cleared just about. Aitken presently in possession. Goes alone. Wide of the target, and with that we will see the substitution for Boroondara. Coming onto the pitch is number 19, Mika Colley. She replaces number 25, Drew Dempsey. That is 25 Dempsey off, 19 Colley on for Boroondara. Ray Hawson. String play up the far wing. Assistance from Yates. As we do have confirmation from our fourth official, there is to be a minimum of 3 minutes of injury time. There's a minimum of 3 additional minutes. And with that, Mossman doing everything humanly possible to keep all 3 points here at the event for Boroondara. Mossman has truly been the saving grace for this Boroondara side, who did go down to 10 early on due to a foul upon the last defender. Goldschmidt. Long range ball cleared by Gucci. Colley trying to battle for possession. Yates can't quite find Franco there. Freya Bass. Throw for the Eagles. FE still trying to probe their way forward. They've been exceedingly unfortunate so far not to get an equaliser. Goal kick for Boroondara. Goldschmidt. Aitken. Biggs. Held by Rees. As ball's cleared. Ricocheting off the terracing back onto the pitch. Gertz to take the throw for Boroondara. For a Bass being urged just to hold things in the corner. Reach for support. It's crossed in. Collected by Ray Hawson. And with that, as all the time, our senior referee, Angelique Maynard, needs to see here at the Ven, it is, in quite miraculous fashion, Boroondara-Carey Eagles 1, FB Academy 0. And with that, it's certainly hard not to feel some sympathy for our visitors, who try as they might, just can't beat a exceptionally informed keeper in Mia Mossman, who truly saved the day for our hosts. But with that, it's not about ifs or buts. It's about what you can do on the day. And on the day, it is all 3 points for our hosts. And so, from all of us here tonight, that's all we've got time for in our Match Week 10 broadcast. And so, until next time, I've been William Bennett. Cheerio.